Hey, you guys. So, thank you for being here. I'm really not doing a podcast. I'm just getting on here and I'm going live on my YouTube. So, I'm usually streaming through what do you call it? StreamYard. But today I thought I'm just going to do a talk. Hold on a minute. Let me get this situated. I've got all this stuff going. Oh, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Bum, bum. Okay. So, I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I wanted to come on and make a chat. It's saying do a heart, 100% heart. Okay. So, anyway, I went to this amazing place, Hocking Hills, and I wanted to get on and talk about that. Now, not only millions of people go here, but I went here to a horse farm where I seen a couple of horses. We did. I didn't. My kids did. But we didn't have internet the first night, like at all. No internet, a little bit of TV, but that was it. And I had some very big downloads. I had downloads. Spiritual people always have, what do you call it? Downloads, awarenesses that come into their mind, soul, body, heart, whatever you want to call it. And I just kept getting these downloads, and I was walking on the earth, and it just felt so amazing. Um, it was kind of like being at the beach for me. I just love the earth, period. I'm an empath, a star seed, a indigo child, whatever you want to call the whole spiritual person thing. You can call it rainbows in the sky. I am one of those people. I'm a healer, basically. And I just get these downloads and these feelings, and this place made me feel so amazing. I went with my children in their 30s. They weren't amazed, but they're not on the same journey I am, you guys. Um, they're in a different journey. Everybody's always on a different journey, and it's not good or bad. I love these people to death. They are my soul mates in whatever soulmate is, in that. These are my children. I love them. And but I just wanted to say, if you have a chance to go there, it's absolutely gorgeous. We only did three of the caves or coves or whatever they call it, the trails with the waterfalls, but there's seven of them. Definitely going back. It only took me 2.5 hours to get there. We stayed in a cabin, which was amazing. The next night we had internet, so the kids were totally cool with that. We had a hot tub. We got in that. It was amazing. Um, but I had some really good aha moments. Sometimes you just need to walk away from your life every day, this and that, and just get outside of your life, not just outside, but outside of your life and everyday things, and just see what happens. I did a lot of crying. I'm going through a lot right now in the last couple months since I've been back here from Florida. And then we had this equinox, or the eclipse, I mean, and then we had retrograde. And I'll tell you what, I've felt it all. I have felt all of this, and I'm just like, whoo. And I am just going through it, you guys. I'm going through the motions. But one thing I'm going through is I'm letting it go through my body. So I'm crying, and I'm letting myself be sad, and I'm holding myself when I need to be held. I'm letting all the things, because you have to feel it to heal it. You absolutely have to feel it to heal it. And if you're not feeling it, I get so many people that do this. Well, here, let me talk about this and this and this, and they'll talk all about the things that they experience in their life, which is, I have this illness, and I have that problem, and I have this, and I'll say, well, here's a solution. Oh, I don't have time to talk about that. I've got to go. I've got to go to the bathroom. I got to do whatever. So people want to talk about their things, but they don't want to do anything about them. So, like, I'm on the other part of the scale where I hear the things to myself, like, what I will write it down. Like, what am I going through today? What is my body trying to tell me today? What feeling do I have that I need to go through today to allow to go through my body? I feel like I'm mad as shit. Why? Let's look at it. Let's feel it. Like let's like hit some stuff. Let's get angry. Let's get the feelings. If I don't, back in the day, I feel like shit. Oh God, don't feel like that. Hide. Be on tiptoes. No. Feel it all. Feel the anger. Punch the people. Not punch the people. Hold on. Don't punch me. Punch something. Punch the pillows. Punch. Go to the gym. Go boxing. Do whatever you have to. Get the anger out of your body. I'm telling you guys something. If you don't, you're storing it in, and it's in a belief system, and it's going to stay there. The beliefs that you have, I get so many people say, "Oh yeah, that I am going to change that." They don't ever change it. They don't ever change it. They come back. Like when I walked back in this house from being gone for 3 days, I seen everybody going back to the same routine, and I told my son, I don't want to come back to the same old routine, the same old shit, the same old shit. I don't want to do that. I like something different all of the time. So, and that has told me, to my awareness, because I'm so aware of myself, my ears are ringing, is I am more comfortable in the unknown, which is good because imagination is imagine your nation. Imagine your nation right here. So, what does your imagination look like? What does your nation look like here? My nation looks like I'm making YouTube videos. I do Spark. I do eBay. I do a lot of stuff. I go traveling all the time. I do spirituality. I do meditation. That's what I focus on. That's what my reality is. My son's is he works Spark. He does streaming. He does whatever he does, things that I don't even know he does, because that's what he focuses on and that's what he believes. And here's the thing, you have to be able to implement it. So, like, I want to be a YouTuber, then you have to get on YouTube. I want to be an eBayer, then you have to sell stuff on eBay. I get so many people, well, I should do eBay and I should do TikTok and I should change that. No. Now, one of the things I'm going through right now is we're looking at to buy houses. They are triple. Now, I've owned houses before, tripled, quadrupled over the place where they used to be, right? So the money that we're having to buy the house, we're not getting anything for it. It's like, you're not even getting a house. You're getting a wall. And the mentality of people, looking at the houses is like, oh, and even the real estate agents say, some people look at this house and be like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then some people look at it and it's like, I'm not living there. Well, so far I've been to that person, well, not living there, which is so amazing. And the only reason I'm saying this is because I have grown so much. I have seen where I like to be. My life is showing me that I like to be in the, what do you call it? In the imagination, in the unknown, in the unknown. Like I'm not sure what's coming, but something's coming. And then I have raised my standards because I can tell by the houses that I'm picking or not picking. You can tell what your growth is and what you love and what you don't, and what and how you've grown. Because I used to settle for drunk alcoholic boyfriends, and now I would not even do that. So we've grown in that way. We've grown in so many ways. But being in nature, and it could be any nature, you don't have to go to Hocking Hills, but it's amazing. Go there. Just brought up some things of unworthiness, and you are worthy. And it's like, it was so funny because I was telling my kids, I am so worthy of whatever I want. I can be really honest with my kids and don't care if they judge me or not. Don't care if anybody really judges me anymore. But I know that the people that do are just not there yet and are not feeling that good about themselves yet. But we deserve everything, you guys. We were told, you don't deserve that. And you can only have, this little thing, here's this little bitty house and you have to be okay with it. You don't have to be okay with any of it. You are okay with what you want, and you might get more and more and more. My plan is to get bigger and bigger and better and bigger. Um, and not it's not bigger and better and bigger and better. It's growth and growth and growth and growth. It shows the how you treat yourself with love shows back to you, which is the man or the people that come back with you with love. See how deep of growth you've became with the love that you've gave yourself, so it comes back to you. The money mentality. I'm not used to having but $5 an hour, and now you're making $20 an hour. You're like, oh my God, now you're making $1,000 a day. Oh my God, look how much you've grown. Because here's the thing, there was a Rumi quote, and I want to read it to you guys. And some people might already know it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh no. Some people might already know this, some people might not. Why can't I find I have okay, here it is. I have this new phone, and then when I pick out a picture, it doesn't even take me to the last one. Okay. Your task in your seeking for love. So if you're seeking for love out there, is to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against love. Can you understand this? So you're seeking for Tom, Dick, and Harry. And Tom, Dick, and Harry might not be the Tom, Dick, and Harry that you want. You might want, and your logical mind's like, I want a nice guy with nice money and all this. But if you're not that nice guy and all that inside, you ain't getting him. Your task in your life is to seek for love. It's not to seek for love. And I told my kids this on the drive. I said, the reason that you can't find a good love person is because you love yourself so much, you're not going to put up with the shit that you see. Now, nobody's perfect, and you have to put up with some stuff. I'm going to say that because I'm not perfect, and neither is anybody else. But you don't have to put up with abuse and all that stuff, and which we've had in our relationships, all of us, me and my children. They're in their 30s, so they've been through this bullshit too. Okay, and so they're my children and my friends, and we have the best conversations ever. I mean, like I said, I warned my best friends, and thank God I did, because I can have a spiritual conversation with these people when I don't have anybody in my physical reality that can have spiritual conversations like that. Very few, and unless I know somebody online, and most of us just don't even talk, or memes, or whatever. So anyway, the task is not to seek for love. You're not looking for love. It's to seek and find all the barriers within yourself, within you. What are you holding back from letting somebody in? The barriers within yourself that you have built against love. Stay away from me, love, because you hurt me. Stay away from me, money, because money's bad. Stay away from me, love, because my parents, they called that love, and that was not love. Stay away from me, money, because my mom cried all the time when she didn't even have the money to pay her bills. Stay away from me. Now, that's not true about my mom. I was just using that as an example. Stay away from me, friends, because friends hurt me. They stab my back, and they go out with my boyfriend or husband or whatever. Just use an example. Stay away from me, love. I don't deserve you, because I was hurt as a child, and my mother or father said, you don't deserve shit. Sit down and shut up and go to your room. I don't deserve love. Okay. Is that enough, or do you want to hear more? Oh my God, money is evil. Stay away from me, money. Stay away from me, love. Stay away from me, people. I'll just stay in my room. I won't have no feelings. I'll just hold them all in and do nothing with them. Okay, so our parents, loving parents, we love them all. We love the teachers. We love all the people. We never hate anybody. We just love them all at the consciousness as they were then. That's not how we do it now. We have to change the patterns. We have to change them. We allow love to come in. We allow money to come in. We allow anger to come in. Well, I'm not going to be angry. I'm just going to, I don't care. I'm just never going to talk to him again. That's not it. Most of the time when you're saying, I'm never talking to them again, I've done it a million times. Something about me, not about them. Why am I never going to talk to them again? Well, they've hurt me. Nobody can hurt you. You hurt yourself by thinking that they're hurting you. Hello? So what's going on? Now, you're holding yourself back. Here it is. Holding up barriers within yourself from building against love, from building against money, from building against the thing. And once you let go, I surrender. I let go and I allow myself to be loved. I let go and I allow myself to have money. I let go and I allow myself to have whatever I want, because that's what I've always wanted. Well, you were told you weren't allowed to have money and you're not allowed to have a good relationship. You have to have one like my mom or my dad, because that's what we've learned. So you literally have to take yourself out of this old paradigm and become a new you. Now, this might sound like this is freaking crazy. She's nutty. You're a fruitcake. To some of you, I know you're going to be understanding, but some of you that do not know what I'm talking about, we were programmed as children. So if you were told or seen with your own eyes, because usually it's examples, you guys. If you've seen your mom and dad, they were married. Excuse me, hold on. They were married. And their love relationship was about fighting and screaming and alcoholism and all that, then this is what you believe love is. It doesn't matter if you see the movies on TV and it's like, oh my God, love is blooming flowers and, all this stuff. No, if you see it in your physical reality, you believe that's what love is, and you will attract that. You will attract that until you heal it. Feel it to heal it. So I feel that I'm attracting a relationship, abusive relationship, alcoholism, like my mom and dad. Yes, that's what I did. Okay, so what did I have to do to get out of it? I left. I said, I'm not going to do this anymore, which I did. And okay, so I command and demand, and God, please surrender me from ever doing this again, ever receiving love like that again. Now, he could love me only the way he knew, and I could only love him the way. We always think we're, like we loved you so much and you didn't shit for me. No, you're the hurt baby too. Hurt baby over there, baby Huey, and you are too. If you're attracting that, you're no better than that. You just haven't healed it, or you've healed it. Like if you healed it, then you will not receive that kind of, men anymore. It's the truth, you guys. I've done it. I have done this stuff. Excuse me. Or you might, God, the universe always loves you enough to say, we'll send, crazy Larry over to see if you're going to accept it. And then if you accept it, then you're accepting the red flags. Or you be aware, like, oh my God, that's a red flag. Or be like, okay, well, he hit me, but I'm just going to stay with him. Well, you haven't learned the lesson. Who do you love? Yourself or him? You love yourself. Love yourself first. And then what are the barriers that you have inside of you that you're trying to let go of? Trying to let go of me not getting hurt, me getting hurt, me getting hurt. Why? Because that's what I got. I'm used to being hurt. I know how to be hurt. I know how to be beat. I know how to, tiptoe around the house because my husband's drinking. I know all that. That's familiar. And if I go with this guy and he like gives me flowers and buys me anything I want and tells me I'm beautiful all the time, oh my God, what does he want from me? I'm scared to death. No, literally, this is the things that I've had to deal with. Millions of people have to deal with that. You know why? Because they're If you grew up like that, with pampered and gave everything, and you're amazing and beautiful, and guys treat you like queen, that's you would be like, you wouldn't even have a guy that it would be 2 seconds. You're like, I'm not doing dating you. You're crazy. Um, to the narcissist, alcoholic, drug addict person, it's all a pattern. It's all a pattern. You can change every bit of it. And I love the money thing. And here's why. People say, well, I wouldn't never spend that much money on that. Why? It's just money. It's just money. It's just money. It's just money, you say? Yeah, it's just money. Because I want to tell you something. So you spend $1,000 to go on a vacation, or you spend $100 to buy a toothpick. You know what? When you're in the deathbed, there's not enough money to buy you out of that casket, out of that hospital. You could there's not. So money doesn't really matter. You think money, like, I want this money because it's going to make me happy, which Jim Carrey said. I want everybody to have $1 million or make much as money as they want, to find out the truth is money will not bring you happiness. You have to be happy with yourself. You have to take all of the barriers off of yourself and be like, I love myself with money or without it, with a man or without a man. I love myself, you know. And here's the thing, I have so many friends and I love them dearly. And they're like, my husband does, beats the hell out of him. And then, a couple weeks later buys him a diamond ring and be like, we've had the best relationship in the world, and all over Facebook. And we're like, okay, girl, you are out of your mind, because hurting people hurt people. And then if you are hurting, you're hurting. You see what I'm saying? Just be honest, and just be honest with people and say, yeah, I've been through a horrible relationship and now I'm out of it. One of my girlfriends is going through this whole terrible breakup. It is massive. She's doing everything right, though, to get out of it. And we all stay and say, well, our kids needed this. And one of the things that my kids said when I was grown, why the hell were you there that long, woman? You're crazy as shit. We would have wanted you to leave. They don't want to be there for the abuse. A lot of people say, well, I need to stay for the money. I would say between money and having your kids grow up to be narcissists, drug addicts, alcoholics, I would leave. Find the money, get out, get your own money, do something. Because I would think a kid that didn't have any money and at least had love and compassion and understanding and was seen and heard would be more valuable than money. I guarantee you, because I would have gave every dime to have that in my life right now as a spiritual bitch. Hello, guarantee that. There would be no, you couldn't, I would pay somebody to go back and say, hey, could you have this and this and this and this and this? I've had to go through so much pain in my spiritual awareness journey to let go of all that stuff that I didn't receive the love, and I didn't receive the compassion. I didn't receive the somebody listening to me and hearing and listening to my feelings. And you know what? You can't buy it with money. You can't. So when you see the abusive husband beating the hell out of you, and then you grow up and you see your 20-year-old beating the hell out of his girlfriend, look at you. Blame it on yourself. I'm not saying blame it on yourself the first time, but if you're staying, blame it on yourself, because it is you. You've taught it to your child. And if you say, oh, well, I needed money to take care of it, that's bullshit. Money always comes. I have money always comes. Just money comes. Money is a resource that just will always come because it just has to. I don't care if you have to get it to the welfare office, the food stamps, the lady down the street, your mom, Tom, Dick, and Harry. The shit comes. Abusive husbands can leave. or the girlfriends. There's abusive girlfriends too. So I just wanted to get on here and say this because I wasn't really exactly knowing what I was saying, but I just wanted to say I got out in nature and felt so amazed and so clear. I had some clear visions. I had some just getting away for a little while was amazing. Um, but you have to be the change. And that's what brought me here is that quote by Rumi is you are holding yourself back from everything that you want. Even me, whatever I don't have right now, whatever I'm not receiving, there's some story I'm telling myself, some reason that I don't think I deserve it, um, all that. And I am in my family trying to break the patterns. And also, I'm like doing the work, and then my daughter's breaking patterns. I'm doing some work, and my son's breaking patterns. So it's hard too because no one else around us is doing it. No one. And then we're standing in our awareness and in our pattern change and say, no, we're not going back to that. I told my mom earlier, I said, I will turn something into gold. I will do that. And then I know people that will have gold and turn it into shit. It's just, it's a belief system. It's I'm not worthy. I don't feel good about myself. Um, I wish I could go into people's hearts and make them feel good about their self. I've had a lot of people, one of that I know for sure that has watched almost every one of my videos. And because she knows the knowledge, but she hasn't applied the knowledge, she's still the same. You have to apply it. You have to say, I'm willing to look at myself and know what I'm worth. I don't know if it is. Hello?
Hi, is this Suzette?
Yes.
Hi, this is Nikki giving you a call with KTO Performance Mortgage on behalf of Craig Allen. How are you today?
Who is this?